Some houses have history, others have scars, and then there is one house in Amityville, New York. In 1974 it was the scene of a brutal mass murder. A year later another family moved in and fled in terror. Less than a month later, this is the true story of the Amityville Horror. On the night of November 13, 1974, a 23-year-old man named Ronald DeFeo Jr. crept through his family's home on Ocean Avenue with a rifle in his hands. One by one he murdered his parents, his 2 sisters, and his 2 brothers, 6 people killed in their beds. What disturbed investigators was the silence. Neighbors did not hear gunshots. None of the victims seemed to move. It was as if something held them down. When Ronald was arrested he gave strange answers. Just over a year later in December 1975 the Lutz family moved in. George Lutz, his wife Kathy, and their 3 children thought they had found a bargain. The house was large and beautiful and came with a private boathouse. They knew about the murders but believed they could live with the past. From the very first night, however, things felt wrong. George complained the house was freezing cold no matter how high he turned up the heat. Worse still, he began waking up at exactly 3:15 every night, the same time Ronald DeFeo had carried out the murders. Soon the disturbances grew stronger. Foul odors drifted through the rooms without a source. Sticky green slime oozed from the walls and doorframes. Windows slammed shut on their own and doors were ripped from their hinges. Kathy began hearing voices whispering in her ears when she was alone. One night she claimed something unseen pressed down on her chest until she could not breathe. Their young daughter Missy began speaking to an imaginary friend. She described it as a pig-like creature with glowing red eyes and she called it Jody. George himself claimed he saw those same red eyes staring at him through the window. The longer they stayed, the worse things became. George grew aggressive and paranoid. He chopped wood constantly and kept the fire burning as if he was possessed. Kathy said she once looked into a mirror and instead of her reflection she saw a demonic face staring back at her. Desperate for help they contacted a priest named Father Ralph Pecoraro. He came to bless the home, but as he sprinkled holy water in one of the bedrooms he heard a deep voice hiss the words, "Get out." The priest fled and never returned. The family held on for a few more weeks but the terror only grew. Doors slammed in the middle of the night. Footsteps echoed across empty hallways. Freezing cold spots appeared and vanished without explanation. On January 14, 1976, after only 28 days in the house, the Lutz family finally escaped. They abandoned most of their belongings and never went back. The story exploded across the media. Skeptics argued that the family made it up. Others believed the house was poisoned by the murders and haunted by something darker. The house on Ocean Avenue still stands today, remodeled and renamed to hide it from curious eyes. But 6 people were killed inside those walls and the Lutz family swore they experienced a nightmare no one believe. Maybe it was real, maybe it was a hoax, but even now some say the evil still waits there for the next family.